New question, the member from Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker, and my question is to the Acting Premier. Earlier this year, Sears Canada filed for creditor protection and began the process of closing stores and liquidating assets. So far, 59 locations have been closed and nearly 3,000 jobs have been lost. We have a Sears in Oshawa, and our community is watching anxiously. Now, Sears Canada has filed a petition to terminate its vastly underfunded pension plan, leaving thousands at risk of losing their pensions. There are 18,000 retirees that depend on this pension plan. What does the government have to say to the Sears pensioners that are worried about supporting their families?
Thank you, Deputy Premier.
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. It's certainly an issue of great concern for all of us. When any company is faltering on their commitments, and we recognize we've done this on a number of other occasions, Ontario is the only province that offers a pension guarantee. And we've recognized that the assets of the pension must be supported. We are working to ensure that Sears, which does remain an operating company at this point, is continuing. Fisco, which administers the PBA, including the pension benefits guarantee, is also monitoring the situation. I may add that it does not affect the assets in the pension plan, but we are taking the steps necessary in the supplementary. I'll advise more. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Back to the Acting Premier. This government is failing pensioners, and last year the Premier, actually everyone in this whole House, supported my motion to protect pensioners by prioritizing them during bankruptcy proceedings. Now the Premier is saying there isn't a role for government. Now she doesn't seem to think they deserve her help. Why did the Premier go back on her word and decide that pensioners should be left to fend for themselves?
Good question. That's total nonsense. The member opposite recognizes exactly that the federal government is in charge of the prioritization of pension assets. We on this side of the House have actually, through our reforms, are increasing the pension guarantee. We've taken reforms to support our pensioners and our retirees. We've taken the steps necessary in our last budget around this very issue, which you did not support. And Mr. Speaker, we continue to support it.
Minister of Finance, wrap up, please.
We're continuing to do our best to support our pensioners and our retirees. We're taking the steps to reform our pensions all across the province to protect their interests, Mr. Speaker. The member opposite knows that, and she voted against them.
Thank you.